Huh. So are we in heaven? Is this hell?
Where am I?
Alright.
Space. The final frontier.
I got murked, and then I fell out of a guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
So I'm...
I'm dust in the wind, baby, just like Eggle said.
Oh no.
What was I doing?
What would you do if you just kind of woke
What
up
was
one
the
day and ended up
purpose
in a
of my
place
life?
like this?
Well, first I'd question how I'm not dead, because space is a vacuum.
I mean, yeah, but like... obviously this is sort of a metaphysical place and not an actual one.
Shulk, it's a metaphor, don't take it seriously. Shulk's greatest hits right here. I remember that. That wasn't what she was wearing there.
I don't know why it shows her wearing the current gear in that one part, but not in the other part on the beach. Feels a bit strange.
No. I've got it wrong.
She wasn't wearing it there.
I was never alive.
Oh, come on, yes you were.
It was Zanza. All along. Everything I did was...
Well, to be fair, I think you had all the mechanical knowledge and whatnot. Zanza was just the one with the power.
To an extent.
That voice.
Oh. Elvis.
Nobody else can decide that.
How are you here?
Only you.
Well, it's a very long story.
So long we had to fade out, and you'll find later what they were talking about.
Yeah, the conversation they have is pretty important. Which is kind of the understatement of the century.
Like, we've already been dealing with, like, gods and mortals, now we're going metaphysical here.
Oh, if it wasn't already.
Don't worry, I've had nigh on 20 years, a little bit under, of dealing with Kingdom Hearts and Nomura writing. I can deal with this.
New weapon. Since you lost your Monado, I mean.
So, this will let me use
Uses the latest
Monado
Mac
armor, right?
technology.
Yes.
Use it when you wake
I guess
up.
that makes sense, because it's just casting like a damage dampening field.
It seems odd that the Machina could emulate something like that, but it also brings to light the question of, could they make a Monado for everyone?
And the Nopon refugees to Colony 6. Thankfully, the Mekon
I mean, they could, but the cost would be astronomical, and do you really want to see Ricky with his tiny little Monado?
Yes.
We can't leave his body.
Then commission it immediately!
Well, this is our home.
In fact, that's why the chief's there. I am here to commission Monado.
Should we be worried about the evacuated
Why is
island?
Juju here, though?
I cannot be sure.
I guess this is Colony
but
6.
I
It
believe
is
not.
Colony 6, that's
All
his
those who
beat.
survived are part Homs like me.
If you step to me, I'll have the council
If
come
they
and
ever
cap
do
your
come
ass.
to me, I will be among them.
Is that fair dues?
If that time comes, you know what to do.
The council's just the 3 kids that live in Colony
Everyone
6,
is
though.
obliged to accept
Oh,
their
jeez.
fate.
No way.
Alright, the chief's kind of out of place in this scene, I'm not gonna lie.
What's gonna happen?
I don't even think he has a line.
I'm still here, you know.
If we are to survive, we must fight Zanza and the Telethia.
Don't worry, I'm ready to murk a few brothers and sisters.
Were once high Entia, your subjects and your brethren.
I am prepared for that.
This is obvious right now,
Even if
but
it means harming
the
my
reason Melee
brethren,
didn't transform
it
is
for
because
the
of
protection
a
the survivors.
breeding
That is
program
the
that the
final
king
wish
put
of
in
my
place.
father and brother.
Well, a few
I will
generations
fight.
really, of, you know,
Free the
marrying a
souls stolen
Homs
by
and
Zanza.
marrying a high Entia with the first and second
All your
consoles.
strength in the fight ahead.
To dilute the bloodline, hence the talk of such back in the High Entia too.
How Shulk?
Is this like one of the only positive portrayals of diluting a bloodline that we've seen in media?
I can't think of any others.
So he's okay.
It's usually used for like classism and whatnot, but no, it's just played straight here.
He won't wake up.
Yeah.
It's like his consciousness has sunk to the bottom of a cold, dark lake.
Well,
He
cold
keeps
and dark, yes. Lake, not so much.
Zanza's gonna pay for this.
What if the Telethia attack?
Then we'll have to fight without Shulk. That's why we've strengthened our defenses.
Oh, is that gonna, like, allow you to get past Soul Read?
Handy as well.
Didn't think
Backed
so.
into a corner.
I
But
mean,
we'll give it all we've got.
Dunban could pick up
Can
the
your
Monado that they
resistance
made for
truly
Shulk and
achieve
use it.
anything?
What do you mean
There's
by that,
nothing
Elvis?
wrong with him using it because it's not the
Exactly
actual
what I
Monado.
said. We were all born of the Bionis, of Zanza.
Oh yeah, and
It is Zanza's
Zanza's not in
will
that
the
anymore,
Telepia
so...
return us to the body from whence we
I guess
came.
that means, like,
Whether we
Zanza
die
was
old
rejecting
age or in
Dunban
battle,
when he used the
we all
Monado?
eventually return
He wasn't
to the
blonde enough.
Bionis.
Yes.
We cannot escape this fate. Am I wrong?
You've got it backwards, man. Just because he thinks it doesn't make it so. We decide whether to
Well, I
keep
suppose
it
the
in
reason
or
that he
not.
would have rejected
I
Dunban
agree.
is because he took
Even
over
though he's our
Shulk
creator, that
already
doesn't
by that
afford him
point,
the
so
right
it
to
wasn't
take
the
our
right
lives
user.
on a whim.
Yeah, true.
But
Just
that
waiting
is
for
the
Shulk
thinking
to
of
grow
our
up.
gods.
It's basically what I
Of
said, but
God.
with extra words and
Such
steps.
morals cannot apply to gods.
So you think we should just shut up and die?
That's
If
not
that is the
quite
fate
what I said, but
decided
yes,
by a god.
basically.
You are mistaken if you think we will simply accept such a fate and wait to die.
Who are
We'll
you,
never
fucking
stop fighting,
Google?
not till the
Ask
end.
Jeeves?
To Zanza, the outcome is the same.
Bing? Yahoo?
Logic is flawed.
It ain't the outcome that's important.
Yeah, feel free to
It's the
step
will
in and
to
throw
fight
some more
back.
anytime.
Even
I had to log
if
into
you die
AOL
in
last
vain.
night.
Okay,
You scared
can't
of something?
spell AOL without some of the letters in Elvis.
Stop this. There's no point
Sure.
fighting amongst ourselves.
Just keep that in mind, he's very logical.
Fiora. Sorry. I need to go and get some air.
Do you even need to breathe anymore?
She can still feel stress.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Oh, solo Melia action. Ah, shops. I'm low on cash right now, though. I need to do some side questing.
Hello.
Not even looking at the guy. You're too dull. I'm not going to look at you.
Dull and what?
Shallow and pedantic. No, he lives down the road, actually. First name Shallowand, second name Pedantic. What a stupid joke, Jesus. So yeah, this is the thing Spar mentioned way, way back. Part of Tephra Cave is now open thanks to the events at the Mechonis Core. So you can go and get some new landmarks unlocked, but you can also deal with some like level 90s and such, so have fun.
Yeah, pretty much every enemy in that area is like level 92 or above. I mean, you could run past them, but good luck.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
There is a huge part of that area where the enemies only react to sound, so you can walk past them, at the very least. But then there's more areas that still, more enemies that still aggro on sight, so you still gotta get by them.
There you go. I think we'll check this out before we finish recording here. I really hope this isn't like, again calling back to Chrono Trigger, the bit in the future where they go to find food and it's all rotten and whatnot.
Oh no. Man, I love Chrono Trigger. I should continue my playthrough of that.
We'll do a playthrough of Chrono Trigger one day, probably with TH2.
That would be really good.
And you, should you wish.
Yeah, I love Chrono Trigger.
There you go. I've done a bit of grinding for Colony 6, gone up a few levels now, so there's just more stuff to see.
There's a few more shops open, a few more houses. I don't know how much you've done of inviting people to live in Colony 6, if any. Alright.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
You will have a heart-to-heart one day. I swear it.
On the subject of Chrono Trigger, they did release a port on Steam, and at launch it was really bad.
Yeah, I think I recall that.
It was basically a direct port of the iOS like mobile phone version, including the text, which was all in a really weird font, and just it really looked super odd. And they patched the game a couple times, and now it's a pretty good port.
Cool.
It's basically just the DS version, but without having two screens. So it actually turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I can see you because of your Monado.
And the big red visor on your face.
Yeah, that's so. Well, I like Carmen Rider.
Fiora, are you alright?
Guess I wasn't hiding it well. I didn't want to worry anyone.
It must be difficult living with that body.
I'm getting more and more used to it. But people
Well,
still look
I
at me
mean,
funny.
not needing food
It's
would
not
be
that
pretty
bad.
nice, actually.
It would, but at the same time, does she even have a body temperature anymore?
I don't need to worry about food or anything
Huh.
like that.
I see.
Can the machinery overheat? These are the questions.
This body, the energy from the chest component made it work. It turned out to be a Monado.
Yeah, funny though. It's almost like
Good feeling.
friggin'
Monado.
Vanea made it possible in the first place.
The Monado that Zanza took from
It's
Mela.
too bad she didn't have any spares.
Yeah, if only there was a spare Monado.
I'll be fine for now. There's still some stored energy left.
Ah, will that be a factor in the story? No.
Barely.
I'm just saying. Informed attribute.
Melia, if I ever...
It works for me. It doesn't need to be a fucking, like,
Don't talk like that.
sad sack show about it.
How can you ask me such a thing?
If there were anything wrong with Fiora, it would have to
Sorry.
affect the
There's
gameplay,
no
and they
need
can't
to
really do that.
apologize.
So,
You're right.
they do it as much as they
Thank
can.
you, Melia.
Sometimes being realistic doesn't really make for a good game, and you're making a game first and foremost, not a movie.
If Shulk awakes, will you tell him?
No. He worries too much anyway.
Well, he's gotta worry a bit when you fucking
Does
collapse
worry.
one day with a red ring of death.
Just like him.
Actually, I'm already dead. I have been since the Mechon attacked.
Fiora,
But I'm happy now. This body has given me the chance to live.
So, are you getting stares and whispers thrown your way
Maybe
because
I
you're
don't
a
have much
robot or
time
because you're a zombie?
But at least I can be with Shulk for a little while longer.
Or both?
do you feel that strongly for
I
him?
mean, you can,
Yes.
like, quick travel back to
That's why
Colony
I'll
9
head
and
on
no one really
and help him
comments.
in any way I
Huh.
can.
No, I think a couple do.
I think the side quest that unlocks Fiora's last skill tree
Everyone will start worrying.
is
Yes.
from Dulland,
Right.
but he's in a different area when we speak to him. He's not in Colony 6 at the
And
time.
Melia.
And he comments
keep
on
it
how
secret from the
the
others?
Mechon body
do
makes
not want them
Fiora
to
look
worry.
strong. And he learns
I
throughout the
admire
side
your
quest
strength.
that her strength comes
Maybe
from,
I'll tell him.
you know, her heart,
But only when the
the
time is
inside,
right.
I won't
basically,
say
rather
that.
than, you know, what her body is.
Right.
Actually, really nice quest line. It's too bad you have to fight 2 level 97 and 98 unique monsters.
I'm nothing compared to her.
And one of them has a spike aura that inflicts daze anytime you hit it.
Not a fan.
No.
A siren!
Fiora, let's hurry back.
Okay.
It's okay, it's just a dinner alarm. In hindsight, maybe we should use a less distressing noise.
We take our dinner very seriously in Colony 6.
By order of Juju, everyone eats at the same time. Alright, shit's about to hit the fan, y'all. It's kind of refreshing to have, like, an antagonist who's so on top of, like, griefing the protagonist.
Rather than just letting them actually lick their wounds for a while.
Yeah, Zanza wasted no time. See if I can take a little shortcut over here.
Maybe? I'm not... You're probably not blocked off just because of how little has been developed, because I think this area would be more difficult to actually get through with all the houses and everything.
There we go. Little speedrun tech for you there.
It's not like the speed run. Yeah, the speed one. Uh-huh.
Notices your speed one.
That siren!
It's not like the speed run would actually do anything with Colony 6.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
approaching! Let's move!
Unless they're doing like a
I'm going to.
all quests
But
or
Shulk needs
all
you.
achievements or something
I know.
run, which
But I can't just
All
stay
quest
here.
Xenoblade
What if
speedrun
something
sounds
happens to you?
fucking dire.
What would I tell Shulk when he wakes up?
I mean, you can't even do all
Fiora,
quests
are you
because a
sure?
lot of them like are mutually exclusive, but you know, it would be as many quests as possible, I guess.
final beast!
Look, it's him!
Hello.
So he survived.
Dixon!
That's right. Glad to see me.
Not really, honestly.
No, you kind of killed our
Looks like
friend.
that high-end TS
Or
big bro
theoretically
got
killed him.
nothing. Oh, don't be like that. You'll meet him soon enough. You might even be reborn if you return to Lord Zanza. Who knows? He might be your boyfriend in the next life.
Oh, that's one hell of a
Not
taunt.
mock the memory of my brother!
You lot don't know when you're beaten. Why don't you just give up?
I'd rather not. I kind of like living.
Yeah, living and controlling my life is something that I appreciate.
Destiny, good.
It's my decision.
Speaking of Destiny,
In order to perpetuate their existence, Zanza and Mayneth must use a being they created as a physical host.
Oh, is that why that is?
They cannot exist
Oh,
forever
alright.
as mere souls.
that's honestly one of the points that I
This
usually forget
world
about when
was
I go through this
created.
game again.
Yeah, because it's
so
not
they may
something you
continue
hear about
to exist.
in, like,
It is for this
mythology
reason that
context.
its
Like,
existence
the Greek
and
gods didn't need to
future
inhabit.
is in their hands.
Well, I suppose they're corporeal, aren't
This
they?
is
They
the
have physical
passage of
forms.
fate,
Yeah,
and
I
your
suppose
visions.
the manner in which
People
these
live
gods exist
and die
is
at the
important as to
mercy of
why they
Zanza.
need to inhabit something,
And through
but we
this,
haven't quite got there
Zanza
yet.
maintains
No.
the existence of this
Also, it's probably a
world.
good job the Greek gods were corporeal, so Kratos could beat the
Our
shit out of them.
destruction was always inevitable.
Oh, I'm looking forward to going back to Dad and Boy.
Was meaningless.
Oh yeah, that's right, we are
Are
planning
you
that.
certain?
When the PS5 comes, we can play it in
was his
60
will
frames.
to revive you
Nice,
and
and
use you as a host.
Hopefully not get destroyed by
Taking the
DMCA on
Monado
Twitch.
from
That would be
Mayneth,
nice.
doing with the world as he wishes.
I don't know how much music there is in that game.
Everything.
Well, we could always
As
record it
he
as we've done
decided.
here.
Yeah, that's
Why
true.
is it that Zanza
Just do it as a
now
normal
wishes
playthrough.
to destroy you? What is the need for this?
We have announced it as a stream,
because
but I mean, plans can
He in
change.
fact has no choice but to do it.
Yes, he's a basic bitch.
If he does not, he risks his entire existence.
And we're the source of that risk.
Ah.
But why?
We
It is a
have
marvel
all the
to
cards
exist
in this.
outside
Zanza has
the passage
none of
of
them. I
fate.
have a man-eater-bug face
The
down.
lives
He
created
has
by
nothing to
Zanza
counter
and
it.
Mayneth inevitably attempt to
That just
escape.
reminds me of the Yukio
passage
GX Duel
of
Academy
fate.
game on GBA,
This
where
signifies
every single
the
duelist
beginning
used Maneater Bug for
of
no
their
reason.
destruction. Mayneth
God.
accepted this and entrusted
I need
the
to go back to that
future of
Yu-Gi-Oh
this
game I
world
have on my Switch. I forget what
to
it's
you.
called exactly. It has a long name.
Many times.
Legacy of the Duelist?
Your
I
visions
think so. And then like
have
another bit
allowed
on
you to
top of that,
change
which
the
is the latest
passage of
version.
fate.
Probably some expansion, yeah.
You saved the lives of those destined to die.
I couldn't save everyone.
Yeah, well, your ratio is pretty good.
Nothing that exists is perfect. It is a sad truth, but you can learn from it and begin the journey on a new path.
Ah, that's one for VG
Not
Advisor right
Zanza's
there.
path, but
That
one
is
you
what they
forge
mean by
yourselves.
learning from your mistakes.
Perspective.
Path.
Watch the
So,
Superliminal
decide,
playthrough for more of that.
I
will
might
you
actually
walk
sit
the
down and do that
path
at some
laid
point.
out by
Hey, well,
Zanza,
we can watch
or
Shmando
will
and then you
you
can watch
walk a new
Superliminal.
path? The Monado awaits you.
Yeah, you can't just call random metaphysical concepts a Monado, alright?
That's kind of what this game does.
That was always how it was going to be. If I'd wanted to walk the predetermined path, I wouldn't have come this far. Even with the odds stacked against us, even though I can't see the future, I'll keep walking. My own path, that I decide.
Ah, I love Shulk.
Fiora, Rhine, Dunvan, Shala.
Again, like, we keep
Melia,
bringing this up,
Ricky.
but he's the trope
We all
that
feel the same.
evolves
Well then,
into his own
You must
character. Like,
defy
he's not
fate
even
to
really that much
succeed.
of a trope. He's kind of the JRPG
Succeed
protagonist, but he
and
kind of
follow a
sets his
new
own
path.
stage and writes his own story, as it were.
Alvis,
And I think that's what sets him apart.
are you...
you already know. You know what I am,
Does it disgust you,
and
Shulk?
what you must do.
No, I'm kind of down with it, honestly.
This is like the opposite of dramatic irony. Instead of the audience knowing something that the characters don't, the characters know something that the audience doesn't.
I really like the outfit I gave Shulk. Like, the top half is basically his starting costume, but the bottom has, like, the skinny jeans and some different boots.
I'm not a fan of the boots, but to each his own.
Yeah, well, you could go to hell. Go to space for all I care.
Go to space hell.
Jesus. Wait, why am I going up? Oh, heaven. Nope, guess again.
These things don't give up.
Ricky never lose. Ricky protect Colony 6.
Ricky doesn't even have his fucking weapon out.
Get any further.
No one does.
You know the drill. Take them down.
Alright, here we go. Juju, if you want to pick up a gun, now would be a good time. Let's see. Doop-a-doo, party. Get a bit of Dunban in there. A bit of Charla. And a bit of Ricky.
Oh, we're going double healer.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Ricky's more than a healer, but still.
69, oh yeah. Wow, we're kicking their ass.
Well, they're pretty low level compared to you. This is really more just kind of an important story fight rather than an important gameplay fight. Because it's the party kind of learning to fight without Shulk.
It's a delicate balance when making stuff like this, because you really don't want to have the player die and break the pacing, but at the same time it has to be just difficult enough.
Unless you do New Game Plus.
In which case, fucking lol.
I mean, these games are definitely not balanced around New Game Plus anyway, so that's not really a consideration.
They surely are not.
I think you can take off the Mechon weapons now, though.
I don't know, I like them.
Well, yeah, but they're a bit weak.
If only Shulk was here. We're dead meat without the Monado.
Why did we leave it back on the ship? Bloody hell.
Forget about the Monado, kid. More space between Zanza and us, the better.
Yeah, but Zanza's not in the Monado anymore.
Time to sound off. We must be doing okay.
Well, whatever.
We are doing okay.
Ryan is correct. Perhaps we relied too much on the Monado and Shulk.
Yeah, take that, Shulk.
That line must be really
Right.
weird for people
We've
doing a
chosen to
no
fight the
Shulk
Bionics.
run like Hopeful Hero.
We have to manage on our own.
Hell yeah.
Look at them struggle. If they can't even handle a few Telethia, how do they expect to defeat me?
I thought this was unfinished battle for a second there, and then I had to remind myself, nope, that's only played in one point in the game.
I have to admit that the volume's a bit too low for me to really be able to hear what the music is.
Oh, I think it might be Prologue B.
Fiora!
Very appropriate, given Dunban and Dixon are here.
Oh yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh wow, I just realised why, because something is about to mirror that scene almost explicitly.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
okay. I can still fight.
I love musical callbacks.
Why are you bothering to try and cover it up?
Your batteries are running out, you should have gone with Duracell, darling.
Never.
Look out!
Loads of dino beasts.
Oh, those are the big ones too. Those are tougher to fight.
Yeah, I remember.
It truly seems as though everything is going as Zanza planned.
Zanza is playing the Super Nintendo Entertainment System on his Switch right now.
They still hold the will to seize our own destiny.
One day I'll seize my destiny and turn off those notifications,
No matter
but it is
how
not
hard
this
you
day.
try to break us, the future is ours to shape, Dixon. Always.
When will you learn you had no future?
Ah, you're just shit-talking me because your beasts are
Your
weak.
destiny is to die here.
Incoming badass.
Yeah! Eat shit. Look at this fucking G!
Rules of nature. Oh, that's another game we need to cover.
Thank goodness you're here.
Damn kid. So you're still alive.
Oh man.
Attack!
If you told me Shulk will be a badass by the end of the game and I never played the game before, I wouldn't believe you. Because he looks very soft, but there's iron behind that fresh beaten skeleton.
Well, he starts off as kind of a frail kid, so the game kind of wants you to think that, almost.
Sorry for worrying you all.
Shulk. Welcome back.
Oh,
Little brat. What's he gone and done now?
gone and living and whatnot.
Time for me to get my hands dirty.
Shulk, look out!
Where'd all the other Telethia go?
They're off doing things.
Oi, kid. It's about time for your final lesson.
Dixon!
Show me what you've got. You think you've got the power to oppose Lord Zanza? Let's see how you do against me.
Oh, what a well-scripted scene. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love it. And by default, Shulk is not in the party.
Okay, we got it. Let's fucking go! Gotta get used to using a new Monado here.
It's functionally no different. I think it's pretty much equivalent to the Monado 2, which makes sense from a gameplay standpoint.
Gotta get my Monado gauge up. I really should have been aware that he was gonna cast Soul Read or whatever.
Well, some Telethia don't, so it's understandable that you wouldn't know. The fact that you're higher level means you can actually hit him a couple times even with that.
I can wait for a Battle Cell to come back. Is Ricky sad? Not on my watch.
Ricky can never be sad.
Yeah, he kind of just dove under the ground. Oh god.
Wasn't even really aware that was a thing Telethia could do.
I'm not doing too well. My rifle's getting hotter.
Everyone is good. Right. Yeah, get that fucking aura shit out of here.
Alright, now the fight begins for real.
Yay! Kind of pushing me all over the place here, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what happens with the giant flying hitboxes.
He has a very big behind. I had to make sure I could hit it. Son of a bitch. Well, whatever.
Ah, Buster hits it.
I'm on it.
Burninate, why not? Good enough.
Sure, Shulk being out of range kind of hurt that one.
He's gonna do it again.
I think it only hit Shulk that time.
Guys, please.
Ricky, please. Okay, we're good, I guess.
Yeah, good fire.
Yeah, okay, Dixon, that wasn't really that much of a threat. It was just kind of annoying more than anything.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
Shulk! How'd you do it?
I just kind of swing the blade to my heart's content.
The future. I don't have the Monado, but it came to me, Ryan.
Oh, I see. So you're OP without Xander's help now.
Alright.
Looks like we're back in business. Bunch of ingrates. Oi! Stop hiding and get yourself out here. I don't appreciate being left to do all the hard work.
That's right.
Alvis?
Ricky.
What? It can't be.
Could you imagine?
Oh, that would be such a weird twist that didn't really make sense, but it would be funny for a laugh.
One of the Trinity.
No! How can he be one of them? Alvis! Is this the only reason you served under my family? You traitor!
Oi! Say something! Shulk! Leave it. It doesn't matter what he is. That doesn't change anything at all. Does it? Alvis?
Yes, precisely.
See, Shulk knows what's up.
You must find your own path to the future.
Don't ask why it focused on my navel right there. I work in mysterious ways.
Get ready, everyone.
Show them no mercy.
As you wish. Let us see that will to survive.
Oh. He's very menacing when he wants to be.
He's got that aura about him.
Let's fucking go!
This one, I don't think uses Soul Read, so you might be okay with armor.
Okay.
I think it's only specific ones that do that.
Dum-da-dum. Oh, hey.
Ricky's roly-poly actually hit.
Very rare instance of Ricky actually using such a thing correctly.
Well, I mean, he uses it all the time. It just has a pretty good chance to fail. But when it actually succeeds, it's really good.
This guy's like, guys, you want to help? No. I refuse. Yeah, I'm happy again.
Charlotte is not. Oh, there she is.
Monado Cyclone!
For no reason.
Yeah, just gotta throw in some different visuals for the people at home.
Just destroy that YouTube bitrate.
Oh yeah, Jesus. No Ricky, no sad.
Ricky never be sad.
Ah yes, let's go!
I think Ricky has some of the best voice lines for dodging attacks.
Yeah. Did that actually do anything?
About 1700 damage, which was healed immediately.
Yeah, it was fuck all is what it was.
Pretty much.
This was your big gambit, Alvis?
Yeah, really. This is even less annoying than Dixon's Telethia.
Oh, Dix's Tilapia was a little bit annoying.
This one's just kind of dying, though.
Just there.
He's not even really fighting back.
That all you got? Not so tough without your pet, are ya?
His name was Charlie, thank you.
I'll show you the will to survive!
Nope.
Meddling kids.
And you nop on
I
too.
have seen your will to fight. It is time to decide. What do you say? Does this world belong to you or to Zanza?
Because if you say you, we're going to need a lot of paperwork.
Either way's good with me. But I wonder what Zanza would say about it.
He desires the same. And he sees everything.
And I do
As
mean
you see,
everything,
Shulk.
Shulk.
It's like he says.
See ya!
Get back here!
You understand, don't you, Shulk?
What?
You're kind of really far away, I can't hear.
Yeah. You can bet on it.
What?
We'll be waiting.
We'll be on our best behavior.
Seriously, I can't hear a fucking
We
thing.
will be the
You guys
best
are like a mile
guests
away.
you ever had.
Ah, that's quite a good comeback.
That's a Dunban
I'm
comeback, that
impressed.
is.
Why did it take them that long to fly past Colony 6 at the speed they were going?
They were having a nice conversation, as you could plainly see.
I guess.
Stupid meddling kid. After all these years, I never thought the day would come when I would feel fear.
Oh, what a line.
Oh, just wait until we grind up to level 85.
Woohoo!
Then you'll be scared.
No, that's not fair, though. Yeah, well. Suck my Monado.
Just don't do like I did with Persona 5 and accidentally grind up to level 99 and trivialize the final boss.
How do you accidentally grind to 99?
Because I was grinding something else and ended up getting XP in the process.
Have you seen
Fine.
Fiora?
I have. She said she was going out to get some air.
She does love her air, that girl with no lungs.
I'll take a look.
You have to keep bringing that up every time, Dubban, seriously.
Well, everyone keeps mentioning my arm.
Yeah, well, true.
Fiora, here you are.
And your air, too.
Shulk,
Shulk, why did you say it like that?
What's wrong?
I don't know, Dunban's being weird.
it's nothing. It's so peaceful.
I never noticed there's
Hard
kind
to
of a
believe that
crescent
we
moon
defeated a horde
in that
of
little
Telethi
hole on
just
the
minutes
end of
ago.
the hilt
Sansa
on
wants
that
to finish us
Monado.
all.
Huh.
I don't think it means anything,
can
it's
make
just
the
a
vision
neat
he
little
had come
detail to
true.
notice.
Must be a Machina thing.
We're in the calm before the storm.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll be back, won't they? The Telethia. To remove us all from this world.
Well,
I
that's
won't
why
let that
we're
happen.
operating
Whatever
on
the
our
future
terms
holds,
now, Fiora.
we can never
Monado's
give
for
in.
everyone.
Not to Zanza.
Again,
No,
the
not
Machina
even
could
to our
do it.
destiny.
I wonder why Alvis
They
said
just
what
don't
he
want
did.
to. They're selfish,
Which
is the
part?
thing.
Does this world belong to us or to Zanza? Why would he side with Zanza? Power? Or maybe he wants to live forever?
Who
Who
wants
knows?
to live forever?
But I don't
Please
think his
don't
motives
copyright
are that
strike.
simple. I'm sure Alvis has some kind of plan.
I wouldn't want to live forever. I feel like that would be boring for one thing,
Otherwise,
and also just
Why
really
would he
painful.
speak to me in my dreams?
Everything has its
He
time and
spoke to you
everything
in your
dies.
dreams?
That's another reason why I have to find Zanza. I have to find out why.
You know, in
You
Lord of the
need
Rings, the gift of
I
man
must
was
fulfill
actually the
Raymond's
ability
wish.
to die, I believe.
Huh, alright.
I think it's something the elves revered
Sure.
and so on.
Yeah.
You
There
wanted
is
to
a
talk
side
to me
quest
about
in
something.
Colony 6
Oh,
with
that's right.
one of the
Leonardo's
Machina
looking for
that
you.
you can
She wants
invite to
examine
actually
you.
live here.
She's back at Junk's.
That
Oh,
their power supply
can you go
basically
ahead?
is running
I'll
out.
go and see Leonardo.
And there's two options that you can pick,
I need a few
or
minutes.
two
to
different
myself.
items that you can go gather in
Okay, no
order
problem.
to help replenish
Take
their
your time.
energy supply.
Thank
And one of them allows them to live for a little while longer to, you know,
What can I
stay
do?
with the
If I
other
go to see
colonists and
Leonardo,
everything.
she'll find out what's
And the
happened
other
to
one
my
has them
body.
live for thousands of years
need to
past
come up
where
with a
everyone
good
else has
excuse.
died.
Oh.
And so you have to pick which one
Let me be with
is
Shulk just a
better
little bit
overall.
longer.
It's like, if you pick the one where they only live a little while, they'll die. If you pick the one where they live for thousands of years, everyone else dies.
Zanza is
So
inside the
everyone's
Bionis.
sad at some
I
point.
just know it.
So you kind of have to pick
Dixon
whichever
must be
one
there
you
as
think
well.
is better.
God, one of my
Yes,
roast side
and
quests.
Alvis too.
That's all good, but how do we get to them? If they're inside the Bionis, we're gonna need to dig a pretty big hole.
Well, you see, that's the thing.
Get old soon.
It just so happens I have the answer.
So I was watching, you see, in between recording episodes for you know what.
It's the wound made by Agil's final attack.
He did good, that boy, in the end. After all his genocide, he did
While
live
the
a
Allied
good.
force keeps the Telethia busy, you can sneak inside that wound and take out Zanza.
We will take Junks. Let my father know when you are ready to depart.
Yeah, time to knock some heads.
Ricky never lose. For Ricky family, Ricky win.
Yes!
We must
Love
show
Ricky
this
so
god our
much.
unyielding will to survive.
The suffering of my people will not be in vain. The crimes against our friends will not go unpunished.
Shulk!
Ready. We go to the Bionis chest. We will free our world from Zanza's curse.
Great little scene there. The closest comparison I have for that one is Auron's speech in Final Fantasy X.
Huh. That's another one that I haven't ever sat through to actually get the story of.
Now is the time to choose. And so on and so forth. Right, I guess we're going to go back to Tephra Cave just to finish things off here.
This will be interesting. I think Villia Lake is where you get into the new area.
Yeah.